cover your tape.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to John Boy and Jake Radio. We have a brand new intro song that Bubak and someone teamed up with to make. We have not. You got to turn the AC off. We have not listened.
Bubak and someone.
I don't know who it was.
I know, it's
tell us your name. We'll give you credit. Bubak and the Someones. Maybe that's the official band name.
It up.
I think Bubak and the Someones is kind of cool.
Nice.
Bubak and the Someones, and we haven't listened to it yet.
It's Aaron Hoskins, but he could have found another musician.
Okay, yeah.
Aaron
Bubak
Hoskins.
and the Someones. We're gonna listen to this for the first time. We haven't listened to this yet. Let's start the show. It's heavy, man. So it's like a nonstop. What's the lyric? John Boy and Jake got around today?
Do we have lyrics? Do we know?
John Boy and Jake.
It's okay.
What's the lyric? John Boy and Jake are going live today?
Ooh, maybe.
John Boy and Jake. I caught the end. It was Jake Sucks.
Right.
Oh,
my
we got
God.
a light bumper.
This is good. Thank you.
That'll get you in the mood. It's heavy.
Thank you.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I'd like to learn the lyrics because I think my rock and roll voice can sing that pretty good.
John Boy and Jake going. What's the lyric?
Jake fucked my dog today.
Yeah, I think that might be it.
Thank you.
Luke listened.
Huey Lewis in the news.
I don't know. How you doing, Jake? Welcome to John Boy and Jake Radio.
Good morning, hustlers, as if you're still living. I'm doing all right, Jim. I'm a little warm. I've started a morning routine of hanging the John Boy Media banner behind us because it falls every night. Because to be fair,
we didn't use the right tape.
We use tape that if you're in an art class and there's different tapes, you use that tape as the bad tape.
What is that?
That's so true.
Dude, that tape's the lowest tape on the
It's the
tape totem
worst
pole.
tape.
Why is that? What is that tape for?
It's for those listening, it's the beige tape.
It never rips straight.
Like if
it always like layers and slices.
If you see the beige and like silver duct tape, you laugh at the beige tape. You find another purpose for it.
It's got the texture of painter's tape almost, but it's beige.
The beige tape's the best purpose is for like putting a baseball in.
Yeah,
you're like,
it's
oh,
a baseball holder.
Wow.
Right. I'm trying to find like what is the beige
So
tape.
stapled it this morning. Stapled the John Boy Media banner.
This shopping
started sweating.
Yeah, this shopping has it called Universal General Purpose Tape.
Bad tape.
Which
the abbreviation should be like BAD.
Yeah, it's just called Universal Tape. It doesn't. It's
bad.
It's good for nothing.
Bad tape.
Universal. Yeah, I'm trying to. I thought maybe that was going to be like there's duct tape.
What would you use this tape for?
Electric tape. That's what I'm saying.
What would you set out to use that tape for?
Like when you buy this beige tape, what are you packing? Oh, boxes.
I'd use that clear tape.
Clear tape. I'm a clear boxer as well. I don't know.
Know what that is? I got it. That's labeling tape.
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah.
all that's good for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dyson Universal Tape. So, I mean, it's weird that if we start the show and we're not talking about tape, so no one's surprised.
John Boy and Jake
talking tape today.
How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm dressed weird.
We've got a lot going on.
Yeah. I'm trying to find Amazon reviews for Dyson tape because I want people to be like, what do you use this for?
So I want to take you back. I wouldn't say you're dressed weird today. You're dressed up colorfully in a Roosevelt shirt, which is a friend of our family.
Mm-hmm.
But they're loud shirts. They're
Yeah.
the first to admit that.
Yeah.
It looks like you're wearing a shirt that was built around a dog standing on a rock and howling.
Yeah, I don't know what this one's called. But it's my favorite because it's kind of like I like the color and it's a little tame.
It's your color.
Yeah. So the problem is I'm out of mesh shorts that I like.
Okay.
I have a whole slew that I don't like.
Sure.
And it was only 75 today.
Right.
So I was like, okay, great. I mean, I don't have to wear mesh shorts. And I was going to put on some joggers, but I'm not wearing sweats or anything heavy. So I was like, all right, I guess I got to wear my Lululemons, which I put away.
Sure.
Once the temperature goes a certain way, I just done with pants. So I had to find them, top shelf. Just got a hair off my mic.
Oh, my God.
Top shelf. Then I'm like, oh, shit, if I go pants on the bottom, what do I do up top? Like just a T-shirt. I hate just T-shirts. Sure. So I wanted to go light.
Okay.
But I knew I was going to get sick of this outfit, so I have a whole change in my bag. I have a T-shirt and shorts in there.
So that whole thing was you wanted a light shirt.
Light shirt. Okay. These are light shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted a light shirt because it's going to get hot in here. But I do feel, I don't like dressing like this. This is like as nice as I'll dress. Dude, I'm trying to find this tape. How are you dressed?
Why are you still looking for tape?
I told you, and I found it. I want to see what the Amazon reviews say.
I'm okay. I'm dressed in my Yankee.
This is how my bosses that I told you about yesterday would dress. Yeah. Polo shirt
Yankee
with mesh
polo
shorts.
Shirt. One of my preferred shirts. Bought at spring training. I shaved my beard. Girlfriend had a mad day yesterday, and then she started leaning into the beard, and I don't like the beard. I mean, when it gets to that length, for me, it's just it's pushing myself, seeing if anything changes, and it doesn't. I mean, I still just have really bad facial hair.
Your beard, so when Luke and I were driving home yesterday.
Sure. Talking about my beard.
We watched some video from the day.
Sure.
And I was like, how long's Jake gonna... Oh, I watched your draft video.
Right.
And I said to Luke, like, how long is he gonna keep that thing?
It's bad.
Because it was getting bad.
It's as bad as it can get.
Yeah. I think you need to grow it to that length again, and then let's see if we can craft it. You don't need to keep it, but let's see if we can craft it.
Do something with it?
Yeah.
We could try, man, but there's holes. It's weak. There's areas of strength.
Yeah, maybe we dive into those.
It's called the underbeard.
There might be something.
I mean, the only play would be like the Mose from The Office.
That's called the Colby Rasmus.
Well, shout out. Mose is from The Office is more well known than Colby Rasmus, and I think that's fair.
In most circles.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Got
agree.
there.
I agree.
How's the dog? Dog day 5. Dog day 6.
Dog's good. So much energy. And he, in like the 3 days, he went from you're allowed to bite on my hand when we play because you're teething to, oh, now you have teeth. Stop biting on my hand.
You're scratching my arm.
Yeah, just scratch the shit. He really likes doing it, though.
He'll draw blood, yeah.
He hasn't drawn blood yet, but we have these teething rings, so I just do a quick, like, switcheroo.
Yeah.
And he actually likes the teething rings.
Oh, yeah.
He's fun, man. He makes people gasp.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
I carry him to the corner because he doesn't like Broadway. So scared of all the cars. And I turn the corner, and this girl.
You got to fight through that. He's going to be too big to carry every morning.
Yeah, he's a baby still.
Right.
Like, so I was asking and reading it, and they're like, well, he's still a baby. Like, you wouldn't, like, just make your baby, like, put him in front of him.
Don't tell me how to raise my baby.
Anyway, so they just gasp. Like, I walked this corner, and this girl just, and I looked around, and then she was like, he's so cute.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I get it. I get why single guys buy dogs to meet girls.
Right?
It's like the smartest strategy.
Yeah.
Just make sure you can care for the dog properly.
Right.
But yeah, you do get talked to. I went from no one talking to me when I walk on the street to everyone talking to me.
Right. Yeah, that was a realization for me when Noodle was young. But I mean, I wouldn't have properly taken care of a dog. That's why I didn't have one as a ute or younger. And yeah, man, it really is. It's just an instant conversation. It's really peaceful. And then I know one of Jess's friends in Denver one time, she started dating a new guy, and she was like, well, he has a dog, so you know he's responsible. And it's like, no, you don't. means nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've hit the point where my dog is so doodly and large that, and I'm ugly, so girls pretty much put it together that, like, I'm not single. There's no way I'm single with my giant fucking poodle thing.
And I'm not knocking you because I dress the same as you, but dress like that.
Right.
There's no way.
Up.
There's no way. Especially yesterday with the beard.
Yeah.
Like 0.0%
It's
chance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Either you're not single or you never will be. Or you're single forever.
Someone broke my heart years ago, and
yeah.
I've never recovered.
Yeah.
But that's good.
That is good. And I'm not wearing a hat right now.
The puppy teeth, man, are no joke.
Yeah, he really went at me yesterday.
No joke.
He pooped outside for us. Oh, dude, yesterday Katie and I got gummied up.
And I
And
was supposed to ask you to bring me some. I'm running low.
I'm running low too.
Fuck.
I'll place an order. And we watched Dewey Cox Walk Hard.
Ooh.
I haven't watched it in a while.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that, BBD? We got to get you a mic and everything. You never seen it?
John C. Riley.
John C. Riley. It's got every comedian, really. It was one of those movies where Judd Apatow wrote it, and like everyone did it. Has a cameo. Like Jack Black, Paul Rudd, Justin Long, Jason Schwartzman, Kristen Wiig, Pam from The Office, Jenna for whatever her name is, Fisher. Like everyone has a cameo in it. It's really funny still. It aged well, but we were also high. But we were dying.
Right.
And then Katie probably won't want me sharing this.
Okay.
But
Perfect.
I was like belly laughing.
Say it into the
mic.
mic.
You know when you used to come over and we didn't see each other for a while and
Sure.
we'd get drunk and we just like belly laugh all
Been
night?
there.
Katie and I had a belly laugh session last night together, which was really nice.
That
It's
is
like,
nice.
good friends. She just cries when she looks at Mac sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
He's so cute. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What's going on? And then she's crying like tears because he's so cute. And then I'm laughing at her, and then she's laughing at the whole thing. And we just it was like Luke was FaceTiming his girlfriend, and he just want to see two really high people right now.
Right.
Just showed us. But it was a fun laugh session, Katie.
Man, I think you gave me a little guff because I made some parental jokes about having the dog, and I get it's different than having a baby, but different gears kick in that you just don't have tapped into.
It's weird.
it
What
doesn't
she's
stop,
doing,
man.
it's cute, but she's weird.
It doesn't stop.
I'm not crying when I look at him.
I mean, me and Noodle, after the MLB draft last night, just laying on the couch looking at each other.
That's good. Well, Mac now hears my alarm at 5
Sure.
and starts jumping on the bed.
Like that.
And we're like 3 days in,
yeah.
and he knows, let's go
They're
outside.
smart.
Yeah. Oh, also, Mac did a great job. We put him away when we sit at the table. So something my dad did. As soon as food goes on the
Right.
table,
You're
he's
over
not allowed near the table. So the first time we did it, he was in his little pen crate area, just barking and crying
Letting it
and
rip.
jumping, and we were just trying to ignore him and eat because I was like, I'm stern on this one.
Right.
Like I don't want. You go to some people's houses and they feed the dog off the table, or the dog just sits there
Right.
looking. I'm like, we're not doing that. It's my least favorite thing. So I'm strict on it today.
It's a pet peeve, if you will.
A pet peeve. Yesterday, we put him back there and he just laid, and then he waited for all the dishes to be cleaned, and then we let him go, and it was perfect.
Beauty.
I don't think he learned anything. Maybe we were just tired.
Tired.
But it was like
absolutely.
a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to hear these 1-star reviews for this tape that sucks on Amazon?
Not really, but what, one or two.
They're pretty good.
Sure.
1-star review. Shouldn't tape stick to things? It's good. 1-star review. It's not sticky at all.
Yeah.
Another 1-star review from Tom Gannon here. Not very sticky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Axilla 1-star review. Don't buy if you need to stick
Yeah.
at all. 1-star review from Roberta. Does not stick. I will not be buying this again.
No. I mean, it's not in the shot right now,
BBD's got some good
but
laughs.
there is so much tape on the ceiling from the past 2 days that it's deemed useless almost instantly.
It's tough to sell
It's labeling tape.
and have that.
They need to rebrand the whole thing.
Yeah. Someone else, so there was some 5-star reviews, and
if you have a high school art class and you want to label...
That's the very first 5-star review.
Exactly.
I got these to hang artwork around my classroom.
Label, where the colored pencils are.
5-star review. I use these to write the content and date for food leftovers to save in the fridge. Labeling tape.
It's labeling tape. That's all it does.
Mm-hmm. Someone said it doesn't feel the same with watching JJR without BBD in the corner, and he would add some good giggles.
We're working on it, people.
We're probably a week away. Technology sucks.
Technology is hard.
It is hard. Should I tell everyone that I guess I'm an enemy of the penny farthing community now?
If you want. You're feeling okay with it.
On the morning show, the random town was Elyria, Ohio. Notable people was the guy who invented the seat for bikes.
Mm.
And that led me to penny farthing. So we went down the rabbit hole. So I showed some penny farthing videos on the morning show. And not only did they claim them, but they blocked.
Mm.
Square One Studios. They blocked the video from being seen by anyone. And I'm waiting to trim it out, but we're in a fucking battle of nutrition right now.
Mm.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Did you say battle of nutrition?
Yeah, just waiting each other out.
To eat healthy?
No, just seeing who can last longer.
Attrition.
Nutrition. Yeah.
Okay. Penny farthing, also a bar in the city.
Do they have a bike in there?
They got to be linked to something, right?
It's got to. Well, penny farthing's a bike, so
Near Union Square. I mean, you can also just name a bar anything.
But if you name your bar like Schwinn Bikes, you would guess there's a biking community or something there.
Right, but also penny farthing is like an old name that nobody really cares about.
But it's a very distinct thing.
Yeah, sure, but nobody cares. It's old.
Yeah. I think they better have a penny farthing.
The crowd at penny farthing is 24-year-olds that don't care.
They're probably hipsters who want to penny farth their way to the bar.
I mean, financial district, brah.
Oh. Dude, it's pissing me off.
It's okay.
Let's jump to the sports. You got anything else?
Sure.
Sports. They better have a...
The crowd at penny farthing is 24-year-olds. Who doesn't love some tasteful Bush? Reggie is welcome back to USC. Fight on, go Trojans. Yeah, his family accepted some money and a house and stuff. You'd probably do the same. So that'll be a fun thing at some point. Who knows? Luka Doncic is not in the best shape of his life right now. Kind of hilarious. Don't hear enough athletes say that. Man broke into the Brewers Stadium, got into a tractor, which he used to tear up the turf and dig holes to attempt to write his name in cursive. That's a bad time. Scherzer dropped another nuke of a tweet. The players are barking back at the owners, and they're kind of doing a good job again. And the NBA is doing a slippery little debating whether to opt out of some of their different Disney season coming up.
Cool. Sports.
MLB draft, dude.
Penny farthing bar food looks really good.
That's advertising, baby.
Their logo is a penny farthing bike.
Adds up.
Adds up. It has to be. So it has to be involved. I didn't know any of these sports news, to be honest. I got here late. Sure. Didn't check anything.
You knew about the Scherzer tweet?
I did not.
Wow.
I did not. I'm excited to go look at it. I haven't read this. I don't know what this is. Some owners have mentioned that owning a team isn't very net profitable. You know what other company isn't very net profitable? Amazon.
Boom roasted.
Boom roasted.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the voices in the room, so anytime he tweets something, it's kind of a thing. Also, our guy Jack Flaherty got in on the action again. Because, man, the owners are really falling apart at the seam. The Arizona Diamondbacks owner tweeted out that he wanted a salary cap.
Saw that.
And that was perfect bait for the players because they said, whoa, I thought we were supposed to be, in good faith, playing by the rules, not supposed to be doing CBA negotiations. We're just supposed to be here. So the owners, man, 30 people who have to keep it tight together. And we've had the Cardinals owner made a ass of himself on the radio the other day, right? Diamondbacks owner comes out and he does this. I feel like we had another owner flunk the dunk the other day.
I don't know.
Any lean? No. But, yeah, and we'll see. And Bobby Manfred during the sports event of the season last night, the MLB draft, he guaranteed there will be baseball. Which is huge. So.
Yeah.
You just made a noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't. Shut up, Manfred.
A little bit. We'll see. He said he did.
Because, for anyone that doesn't know why this is so frustrating, because there's a clause that says the league can just demand a 48-game season whether the players like it or not. So that's not Manfred saying that in good faith. That's not him saying, like, there's going to be baseball, we're going to work that out.
Right.
That's Manfred saying, there's going to be baseball, fuck you, players.
A little bit.
So it's not like a friendly gesture. It's basically saying, like, I'm going to drop my dick on the table and ruin this negotiations. There will be baseball.
Well, he also said that they are planning on counter, and they said their counter should be more beneficial to the players, which we haven't seen yet. And the fact that he can even say that statement is like, what?
That tape is stronger than that statement.
Ooh, hey. No. Let's keep things civil in the sports world. No need to be dramatic. What was your favorite draft pick last night?
I might leave a review and say this tape's like Rob Manfred.
What was your favorite draft pick last night?
Carson Tucker goes to the Indians.
Easy layup.
Beats his brother Cole by one pick.
Huge.
Bragging
rights for life.
Yeah. But Cole's just excited.
I didn't have to eat a plant.
Yeah, that's upsetting.
Cole texted me yesterday. It's not a big deal. It's just not a big deal.
About the plant?
It's just not a big deal. I don't want to dive in. I don't really want to talk about it. So just don't bring it up.
I'm going to play the audio. It's only 15 seconds of when we talked to Cole and Carson about his draft pick.
Okay.
Because it just naturally was on my screen right now.
Right.
Are you beating Big Bro's draft position? Is there do you guys have money on that or what?
For what? Being this position?
My draft position.
Like where you
going higher.
Yeah, there's a chance. There's a good chance.
There you go.
Got him by one.
We're the best.
Got him by one. Yeah. Oops. Did I do that? Bitch. Sammy That's
Reggie Bush is officially welcome back to USC.
Can you believe it?
That's great.
Yeah.
And then Sammy Sosa is about to be officially welcome back to the Cubs.
It's a sports cycle, man.
Pandemics. They bring everyone together.
Zach
got welcomed back to the office today.
Yeah.
He's been banned for a while.
Our guy. Yeah, Reggie Bush went back as a broadcaster to a game last year, so that was kind of something. But yeah, NCAA put like a 10-year Reggie Bush ban or something. I don't know. It's pretty dumb. And yeah, I don't know.
Cool for
Appreciate
USC.
the people that play sports for your respective program.
USC can now start making money off Reggie Bush again.
Done.
Awesome for them.
Done.
They can have a Reggie Bush day. Sell a ton of tickets.
Bush Day.
Get all the money. Reggie Bush just shows up. So good for everyone involved there, especially
More
the people
boosters
that will continue to make money off of him.
Did you like what the Diamondbacks did with their draft?
What'd they do? Nope. What did they do?
The guys.
Did they all call the draft?
The guys with the pitching.
Baseball.
The guys throwing.
Did they do anything
I
interesting?
think I actually did like their draft. I think they took 2 college pitchers, which I'm like, okay, that's cool. Yeah, don't care. MLB draft, it was kind of fun. People were watching. You watched BBD.
I think people definitely watched more than
It was programming.
BBD, Mikeless BBD said people watched more than usual.
Agree.
Yo, did you see this?
Pandemic brings people together.
Did you see this viral tweet about how big stoplights are?
Yeah.
That's scary, right?
I mean, I'd learned this
When?
at a certain point in my life. Dude, I think it was the first time. I feel like someone I know had a traffic light like in their bedroom. It was like a cool, I'm in high school, look at this. And it was huge. And then, dude, it's a instant turkey math moment in everyone's head. Like, whoa. Yeah, it makes sense that they're huge. The one that freaked me out that was a follow-up thing.
Fire hydrants.
Fire hydrants.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That makes sense, though, because they're a pipeline into the ground.
Both make sense.
Yeah.
But the 48 hours you find out are kind of mind-numbing.
I found out about this, both of them. Found out about both of them. It's crazy.
It's tough.
They're huge. Man broke into the Brewers baseball stadium and got into a tractor, which he used to tear up the turf and dig holes in attempt to write his name in cursive with the tractor tires. I mean, this is a huge charge. Someone did this at our high school, Pompey High School. Remember, they tore up the soccer field, and then it snowed like the next weekend, so the field froze like that. So the damages were even worse. And I don't remember who the kid was, but he got in a lot of trouble, I feel like.
Yeah.
Don't do donuts on soccer fields. Broke into Brewers baseball stadium? How?
I don't know. Right? Broke in and got a tractor. Should reach out.
I mean, so this dude broke in. He also, I guess the tractor probably had keys in there because they don't expect people. Like, do you think he hot wired the tractor?
Security guard found Lambert yelling inside the stadium, running down the levels of seats, at one point patting his body, saying, "And I got a piece for you." Which, if that's not a gun reference, that's a good line. Just slapping your belly and saying, "I got a piece for you."
I hope he was like doing sports, like in Major League 2 when Jake Taylor is standing at the plate and like simulating a home run trot, and then Wild Thing and Wesley Snipes' character are like, "Oh, you really got a hold of that one."
Yeah.
I hope he was doing that. He was just like playing a game by himself.
Further down, it says while he was on the tractor, he was yelling "Black Lives Matter," which, okay, half good. And then he followed it up with Jack Black, Orange County. He said, "We're going to burn this fucker down tonight." Which you can't do. You can't do that.
Said it was an electrical fire.
It
It was. Sparks everywhere.
Joe John.
Name's Joe John? I just clicked an article that's not part of this.
NBA, Jim. Rumblings.
Yeah.
I know you heard about that, so you are a liar. Got you.
You know the only reason I heard about that
Right?
is it got texted to us. Yeah, NBA rumblings. It's kind of interesting, at least the texts we got were just thoughts.
It was a take. It was a take.
It was a thought that like
It was an interesting spin.
that because the MLB players are standing strong and actually getting good PR for themselves, that some other sports leagues are going to be like, oh, wait, why don't we fight back about some of these fucked up things that are happening to us? And then especially with Black Lives Matter and the movement, maybe there's some resistance out of some stuff. I have no idea.
Yeah, I think the card that the NBA players are playing, or at least Woj, BBD's neighbor, was talking about was that like there was excitement. Like the NBA figured it out, they got a plan, and then they said this was almost the 2 weeks later, and all the NBA players were like, so wait, we're going to be trapped in a bubble for like a month or two? That's not fun.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
Especially when everyone's outside now.
Yeah.
And the protesters happen, and they're like, wait, hold up.
Yeah.
Let's rethink this.
I do think it is driven by, the players realizing they have power in this, because now that the NBA has this plan, a formal complaint or anything hasn't been filed yet. So it'll be interesting to see if it gets to that level. Otherwise, it's just rumblings. But, yeah, and the point that was kind of presented to us, which is an interesting way to look at it, with all the Black Lives Matter and everything going on in the world. I mean, the NBA is driven by black players. The percentages are crazy high. And, the MLB is not. Hockey is not. NFL, there's high percentages, but also, I mean, the players of power in the NFL, I mean, it is a lot of white guys. It's the Tom Brady's. It's the, all the old guard of quarterbacks. So it'll be interesting to see. Because, man, if the players dig their heels in, NBA is going to be in the shit for the first time ever. Like Silver would actually be on the hot seat, which, man, what a 360 that would be in a matter of weeks if baseball came out and figured out 70 games somehow, dream world, and then the NBA was having a disaster. I mean, baseball.
It is funny if they do. I think it's more the protests and like people are out in the public now and things are opening up, but they're still doing a bubble.
Right.
And baseball's talking about not doing a bubble, so that the NBA players are probably like, wait, hold up. I think that's mostly it. But if it is them seeing the MLB union like standing strong and united and they're like, hey, let's do that. And now this MLB shit is like changing other sports. That's a funny realization or situation. I don't think it really is that, but I want it to be.
I have some breaking news. Can you play the breaking news sound or the halftime sound?
I have breaking news as well.
Okay.
Let's just go to half.
It's not sports news for me.
The Confederate flag NASCAR is huge sports news.
That is huge. We should talk about that. Good on NASCAR, man.
It's huge news.
Dude, we've talked about these sports teams that are scared to say Black Lives Matter at first because they're scared to push away fans because, you know, there's people in fan bases that buy products that, you know, whatever. We don't need to do that whole thing. NASCAR, man, I mean.
That's crazy change, though. Like, that's their culture.
But, dude, you have to do it. And
I know, but it's almost like Yankee Stadium saying you can't wear pinstripes. Not almost, but
yeah,
it's big.
It's big. It is big, but I think the bigger thing.
You know they're scared to do it. Like, you got to give them a lot of courage because they alienated more than half of their fan base.
I think they've been scared to do it, and the time is now.
Yeah.
You know?
But I still, whoever pushed the button, the council, like, they had to have huge butterflies, huge knots in their stomach.
I don't think so. I think they've had those for years, and they finally found their opportunity where it's like, guys, we got to do this. Because that was like one of my sad boy realizations this week. Shower Jake was just like, we've just casually lived with the Confederate. We talked about the Confederate flag like it was just a crazy uncle.
Yeah.
Like if you were in the South and you saw a Confederate flag, you'd be like, oh, that's not great, huh?
Yeah, it is
But
crazy.
you just shrugged and then you kind of went on.
Hopefully they can stop having people in the South say it's about states' rights when literally the succession papers for each state, you know, like if people want to really be proven wrong,
Sure.
the succession statements or papers from each state, they list the reasons why they're succeeding.
Right.
They list slavery.
Right.
Like it's not like states' rights.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. But that's been said forever. And like half the people still kind of believe that they can just say that. It's crazy. Anyway.
Good on NASCAR. Good on Bubba Wallace, the one black driver in NASCAR who's been kind of the lead of all this, and he initially made the push. And I want to give him a bigger shout out because he went on Scott Van Pelt's Sports Center last night, and they did an interview, and it was terrible. There was like bad internet connection, so it was literally just like bad. Like Scott Van Pelt was like, "Hey man, let's do this another time where I can hear you."
Yeah.
But the guy, Bubba Wallace, wrapped it up, grabs a Coca-Cola, and he goes, "Yep, we should have a Coca-Cola another time, Scott. Get that bag, man.
Damn.
Get paid."
So I said to Luke, like, wow, that's like a crazy change. That might be the biggest change so far. And Luke was like, no, look at this tweet. I didn't know all of this, so I want to share it.
Sure. Is this your breaking news?
No, it's other.
Okay.
I just thought.
Are we still in sports?
I thought this was the biggest sports news of the
Okay.
day, so I just wanted to do it. Within 10 days of sustained protest, Minneapolis bans the use of chokeholds. The charges were upgraded, kind of like what has the protesting even accomplished?
Sure.
Someone put a whole list. Dallas adopts a duty to intervene rule that requires officers to stop other cops who are engaging in appropriate use of force. That's huge.
It's huge.
Because it was code of silence and brotherhood for so long.
Should have been there.
New Jersey's Attorney General said the state will update its use of force guidelines for the first time in 2 decades. In Maryland, bipartisan work group of state lawmakers announced a police reform work. L.A. City Council introduces motion to reduce LAPD's operating budget. Boston agrees to stop using public buses to transport public officers. That's like 2 of a list of 20. So that was cool when I was like, oh, that might be the biggest change about NASCAR. And Luke was like, no, there's been a ton of
Shit's happening,
actual.
man.
So that's awesome to hear. And the Red Sox also put out a statement
Yeah.
letting their own fans know that, hey, there are racist people at Fenway and we don't like it.
Yeah. And it's, and yeah, I mean, you could do the back and forth. I'm sure there are some racists at other stadiums too, but Fenway does have a history of this, and
it's not
it's good. It's good they're addressing it. It's good they're addressing it.
Yeah. Do you want to hear my breaking news? Or
Yeah,
do you want
I
to
think
do
you
your...
got to blow the halftime whistle.
That's louder.
It's
than
a sharp
usual.
one. It's a sharp one.
My breaking news is that David Chase just revealed the ending to The Sopranos accidentally in an interview. And like for 15 years, that's been debated and talked about.
Like what their actual intention was.
Yeah. Like,
Right.
yeah. How they drafted it up.
How they did it.
Which is it is what I was on the side that it was. I don't want to spoil it for anyone.
Sure.
Unless with,
It's 15 years late. You can't.
okay. Well,
Nobody cares.
pause it now. He died, which is what I thought. Have you ever watched Sopranos?
Not all the way through, but I've seen the finale.
So the end scene just goes to black and they're like sitting there.
Right.
And he was doing an interview and he just accidentally called it. They asked him like, hey, how long did you have the ending planned? He was like, oh, I had that death scene planned for like 2 years. And then the interviewer goes, you realize you just referred to it as a death scene. And David Chase responded, oh, fuck you guys. So that's funny.
There you go. Guerrilla marketing. Good job, David Chase, leaking it.
Anyone who didn't think he died was always, I was like, wait, really? You can think whatever you want, but I thought he died.
Think whatever you want, people.
Yeah. What's your breaking news?
It's all art. Interpret it yourself. I got a text from Jess. I forgot Noodle's getting groomed today, so this was kind of groom week in our house.
Huge.
So we're New York City. We've never gotten him groomed.
Mm-hmm.
So Jess researched a place or figured it out, whatever. She said there's a parrot and a turtle at the dog grooming place.
Why?
And then she followed that up with Noodle is terrified of the parrot.
Yeah.
So
Is the parrot on the turtle? Because that's awesome.
where are the parrot and the turtle in relation to each other?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. I have a hot take. Sopranos kind of overrated. There's like
That
three.
is a hot take.
There's like 3 seasons in a row where it's a rinse and repeat formula.
Sure.
Introduce the new guy. He's an old acquaintance of Tony. They're getting along swimmingly. New guy becomes a bad guy again. Tony kills him. Like 3 seasons in a row, and by the 3rd, I was like, "We just did this."
We did this.
And then like at the end, they do like new storylines and actually wrap up stuff because they
Right.
had to. During the middle, it's very rinse and repeat.
Okay.
Boom, done.
Glad that's off you, man.
Yeah, great.
BBD Estate?
I'll turn this so you can talk into it.
South Carolina, hot in here, NASCAR, South Carolina.
Okay, strong.
Yeah.
A lot of good reasons.
Strom Thurmond, one of my friends who went to South Carolina. Strom Thurmond is a big ol' racist, and they started a petition because I guess one of the buildings is named the Strom Thurmond Center, and Strom Thurmond ran a presidential election
Yeah.
in 1948 that was based on segregation. So there's a petition going around. Sign the petition.
Brent Strom,
Yeah.
pitching coach
Yes.
from San Diego, California, which the S in San Diego and the C in California could be South Carolina.
The parrot and the turtle are like 2 feet away from each other. LOL. They face each other. Birdcage on the right when you walk in, then the turtle tank on the left.
Oh, I'm out. I had him loose.
It's a lot.
I had him loose just
Yeah.
in the office.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't have him in cages and stuff. I had the turtle walking around the floor with the parrot riding its shell.
I think the parrot would get bored with that pretty quick.
Unless there's like a little noose. That the parrot can bark orders and stuff. Parrots are too smart, man.
Does
They're
the
scary.
parrot talk?
If the parrot talks, Noodle has every right to be scared and not want to be
scared
there.
anyways, man.
Yeah.
Imagine, God, I
I'm
can't
not
even.
birds, man.
Animals. Google some different animals today, and then think about how they're made and how they live their life. Blow your mind.
Okay, we're Googling animals. I have an animal take.
Okay.
How weird is it that we put birds in cages and it's socially acceptable?
Right.
Like, it's one of the rudest things humans have done. Oh, you can fly anywhere you want. I'm going to put you in a tiny cage.
I mean, that's a slippery argument. I mean,
What?
dogs in houses.
I mean,
Descendant of wolves, man. You know?
I get it, but like, we're taking away the one ability they have that we can't.
Sure.
You know, dogs, we still take them to the park, still let them loose if you're a good dog owner and stuff. Yeah, Zimmer would still kill stuff every now and then. Frogs,
Sure.
birds. Putting a bird in a cage is mean.
I mean, there's different arguments that tie to that.
Is there an argument where people are like, no, birds
Look
like
at a
being
rhino.
birds like being caged?
Google what a rhino actually looks like in its size.
Okay, rhino. Google images. It's getting hot in here today, huh?
That's on the same planet as us.
I'm in sweat. I'm in pants. I think I'd go elephant over rhino for your.
Hey, keep it rolling. I don't want to stop your Google search.
They're very interesting Google images for a rhino. They're trying to make it like artistic and majestic, but it's a gross looking animal.
A little bit, yeah.
Like, you can't really dress up a rhino photo shoot.
What's the hottest animal?
In terms of what? Like, good looking?
Like, yeah, you just said the rhino's kind of gross and disgusting.
Yeah.
What's an animal that you're like,
Tiger.
okay,
Oh, lion.
tiger.
Lion with the long mane.
Do we like dolphins?
No.
Like they're sleek.
Sleek. I'm Googling good looking animals, and lions and tigers do come up. Swans.
Swans, I guess so.
Horses don't do it for me, but I get it. I think I'm going lion, dude. Like a beautiful lion with a beautiful. Let me just type in beautiful lion. Yeah, man. Like lions, look at this. That thing's hot. It's like noble, powerful, gentle,
And I mean,
gorgeous.
going into it, the mane is literally flowing hair.
Yeah.
Which is a signature.
Like-
but look at those eyes.
like
I
Callie-
mean, the eyes is a good look.
Yeah, the eyes are ever knowing.
Google a manatee. I mean, animals are nuts.
Mm-hmm. The chat says peacock and flamingo.
Google a manatee.
Just manatee?
Just manatee. Just look at the pictures.
Okay, manatee. Manatees are ugly. Manatee looked like someone fucked up an animal. It's like a bloated, dumb dolphin.
Just look like every day is either the best day ever or the worst day.
Are
ever.
manatees Eeyores of the ocean?
I think so.
Okay. Because, like, look at this fucker. I mean, that dude's Eeyore.
What's the hottest ocean animal? Because we've named a lot of things on land.
Hot ocean animal.
I mean, is it just like pretty fish?
Yeah, there's some
Like
pretty,
sunfish type shit?
There's some pretty, like
Prettiest
rainbow
fish.
Yeah, pretty fish. Like rainbow
Oh my
scales.
God.
You went prettiest?
Like, dude, some of these fish
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
But they're not hot. They're like paintings.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. They're not hot. They are.
Like, if a lion came to life and, like, whispered something sexy in your ear, you'd be like, oh.
If you were
Mr. Lion.
if you're attracted to men, yeah, you'd want to fuck a lion.
Or a lady lion.
Do those exist?
Yeah, they don't have the manes, I don't think.
Okay.
BBD gave a head nod.
I don't know, dude,
"This
I
guy
don't know
Stop
what-
talking about fucking animals.
I don't know if female lions are attractive.
They can be.
No, they're not, dude. It's a male attractive species. Female lions just look,
Female lions can be attractive.
I don't know. I just stumbled upon a funny picture of a male lion fucking a female lion, and the female lion is so disinterested. It's like
Animals having sex is hilarious. I feel like that doesn't get talked about.
this picture. I'll flip it to the camera. But this picture is like a married couple for 40 years, and she promises him sex on his birthday once a year. She just really doesn't look forward to it, but she promises him, and he gets all dolled up, all geared up, and just going to go after it.
Yep. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm into that in general.
Yeah. She could care less.
I mean, I know they've gone kind of viral now, but any of the videos of the tortoises having sex get me.
No, we can't do that.
Can't do that right now.
I'm still looking for a hot fish, and we'll take any suggestions.
The hottest sea creature.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like dolphin still has an argument, but that starts getting creepy because they're the other animal that has sex for pleasure and stuff.
Dude, dolphins look like little kids.
BBD?
Little kid thing got me.
Let's get in the news.
All right.
Covered all that.
Halftime's over. Still kind of loud.
I read the news today, oh boy, and though the news was rather sad, well, I just had to laugh.
Well, it's 6 o'clock. Time for the news.
Time for the news, they say. Texas attorney charged with egging a judge's car over coronavirus stay-at-home orders. An attorney? The Dalai Lama is releasing an 11-track album on his 85th birthday in July. Ugh. A couple is wanted for using a gun to steal Pepsi from Pizza Hut in Richland County. Hollywood prepares to use CGI sex scenes to prevent the spread of coronavirus. Believe it or not, this was published on June 8th. What are we believing or not, the story or the published date? Children ages 6, 8, and 12 were arrested after school break-in that resulted in $50,000 of damage. And an Ohio lawmaker asks if colored population is hit hard by coronavirus. I don't even want to read this. Because they don't wash, because I don't want to read this, their hands as well. Boom. Can't clip that and make it look like I said it now. That sucks.
I read the news today, oh boy.
All right. A lot of news. It's getting hot here.
So it feels hot in here. Something's different today.
Yeah.
I like it.
This Texas attorney egged a judge's car. I don't know. Disbar him or whatever. Oh shit! He looks like such a. He looks like when they make Django Unchained.
Sure.
Like he looks like the racist attorney in the movie, like the old school. Still talks like it's 1940s. Definitely calls people boy.
Yeah. I think you want to be a little careful about that. I feel like it's a bad time to be thrown around.
I just said he looks like it. Also,
he's got a weird scar on his head, which is making me think like maybe he's been something. So I'm going easy on this guy for now.
No, dude, he tried to get hair transplants and they failed.
That's a diesel scar. That looks like brain removal surgery.
What did he do?
Maybe he got that.
Yeah. He admitted to egging the car and wrote on Facebook that he was making a statement about Kios, a legal, unconstitutional stay-at-home order. It's a Class C misdemeanor, maximum penalty of $500 and stated mandated court. That's the maximum penalty? Maybe change that. Like, you know, if you're a regular citizen, I get it, but like, if you're an attorney who does law, you shouldn't be allowed to egg cars and just pay $500 of the judge who you like kind of work with.
I want to romanticize it a little bit. I mean, if
Okay.
you're that old and you get yourself geared up to throw some eggs, because, okay, there's two situations. You're either running so hot and there's eggs in your car and you just see red and you snap and you throw some eggs. I kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or this gentleman who looks, he's got to be what, 60, high 50s?
Yeah, I was going to say like 65.
I mean, yeah, I was looking for a minimum. Or this guy went out,
Bought eggs.
got eggs to go egg someone's car at age 60 plus, which part of me respects that.
I don't respect that. They're saying that the chat's saying turn the AC on. They may not be able to hear it, which is a good test. I like the JJR audience will be honest with us, because that's huge, if possible.
There's nothing over here.
Just kicked on. Anyway.
Can't hear a thing, I bet. So,
the Dalai Lama is releasing an 11-track album on his 85th birthday. Does the Dalai Lama do music? Am I just out of touch on this one?
what's this about, though?
I don't know. Does the Dalai Lama do music? Can I go on Spotify right now and we can listen to some Dalai Lama music?
I mean, the question is, right, is this like music?
I don't know. How do you spell Dalai Lama? Dalai Lama music. Okay. I think I might be just incredibly out of touch now. Dalai Lama.
Isn't there a group of people that like hate the Dalai Lama?
Yeah, it's a group of people who hate everyone, I think, but I don't know specifically.
Okay.
When I took history of music, there are like these monks that can get this deep chanting, haunting, like deep sound that can't be recorded anywhere else. I remember hearing about that. I was like, but deeper than that. I remember my history teacher was like amazed by it, and I was like, dude, this sounds like it's nothing. You know? Anyway, I'm not going to buy it or listen to it. So
You might listen to it.
if it's for this show, and we
And
want to listen to it.
that's just being honest.
A couple used a gun to steal Pepsi from the Pizza Hut.
Feels like an ad.
It does. It feels like a big time ad where you have like looting, so you're getting the topic of the day, and then you have Pepsi and Pizza Hut in the same thing. It sounds like a big time ad. You got a question? Statement?
I got something.
Okay.
And I probably should have mentioned this in sports, but it's kind of the same guidelines. Because we think there is a real chance that this is an ad, right? Like Pepsi set something up. Maybe we'll give the newspaper, the pizza place a couple dollars.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, I don't think they set up the crime. I just think it straight up didn't happen.
Oh, okay. So
Because
that's even better.
They haven't been caught. A search is underway for a man and woman who used a gun to steal a bottle of soda from a Pizza Hut area.
So Carl Ravitch was interviewing Rob Manfred yesterday, and Carl Ravitch at the end of it was like, so why don't the owners offer something, BBD correct me on this, but he said, why don't the owners come back fully prorated with somewhere between 60 and 70 games? That sounds perfect. And Manfred obviously gave, the professional answer. He's like, well, I can't, I'm not negotiating with you, Carl, and there's a lot of factors, blah, blah, blah. But also, I'm wondering if MLB talked to Carl Ravitch before and was like, hey, why don't you throw this out? Because Carl, when he said that, he phrased it like, that would be perfect. So I'm wondering if MLB told him, hey, we're probably going to come back at 62 games. Why don't you say this? And so you make the people think that would be perfect.
Carl Ravitch did the AJ Hinch interview too, right? Which was clearly a staged interview.
Let's see.
Is Carl Ravitch just the staged interview guy now?
I didn't want to say that because I like Carl Ravitch.
Me too, but the AJ Hinch interview was as staged as it can go.
Carl Ravitch, AJ Hinch.
He didn't counter. He didn't ask any follow-up questions. He didn't poke any bear or buttons at all. And it's like, what was this? It was Verducci? Okay.
Verducci.
Sorry, Carl.
Sorry, Carl.
I do think those are staged.
Right? I just think
There's no way Manfred sits down and has no idea what's being asked. He knows everything.
I've heard for years that the commissioners are so anal about when they come on shows like Mike and something, and they limit the questions that And I've heard MLB is the worst. I heard Bud Selig was an absolute nightmare. Like, I heard he used to rip shit at ESPN. It's probably part of the reason baseball doesn't get marketed at all. Anyways.
Who was the worst? Say that again?
What?
Who was the worst?
Selig.
Oh, okay.
They said, like, some of the C-League and ESPN stories are, like, so laughable and so baseball that he'd, like, call the top of ESPN and be like, you said an anchor said something silly about baseball, and I hate it. And ESPN was eventually like, dude, you're that uptight? Like, you think a SportsCenter anchor making a joke about a ground ball to short is affecting your game?
Baseball's got a problem with that.
So, yeah, okay. So I kind of wanted to mention that in sports. And sorry, Carl, like, because at the same time, SVP gave him credit later, and he's like, how about Carl getting on the negotiations? And I was like, I don't know.
Dude, that's why that's when I fully turned on Rachel Nichols.
Sure.
She did an interview. Was it with baseball? It was with Goodell, where she just straight up gave it to him.
Sure.
Like, asked him uncomfortable questions and shit like that. And I was like, hell yeah, Nichols. Because those one-on-one interviews, that's why the one-on-one interviews, I don't even tune in, really. But if they stand in front of a press conference with every reporter,
right,
some reporter's gonna ask something.
Someone's gonna chime in. Hunk of metal. Good job, Pepsi, and not this person if they did steal with a gun.
Dude, so this story, the Pizza Hut story, they ordered delivery. The driver forgot the bottle of Pepsi. They went to the store. They said, "Hey, our driver forgot the bottle of Pepsi." They were like, "Well, we don't think he did." Blah blah. They just pulled a gun out and said, "Well, we're taking one."
Boom.
I'm on everyone's side. Is that okay?
That's fine.
I also think it's a fake story, but they have a picture of them, so I guess it's not fake.
Okay.
Hollywood prepares to use CGI sex scenes to prevent the spread of coronavirus. Do you think, like, this? They're not going to do this.
I just couldn't believe that article came out like 2 days ago when everyone's kind of over it.
It's like, just don't have the sex scene. You know, if you're not creative enough to get the point across without the sex scene, like, people do.
Or, like, test those two people.
Yeah. Okay.
Seems like there's such easier solutions.
That's a pretty good call right there. Just run 2 tests.
Hey, before we do this sex scene for 5 hours today, we're going to test both of you to make sure you don't have the virus.
Yeah. Oh, and it says, the actual quote says, yeah, they'll either just be rewritten, abandoned, or we'll use CGI. So they clearly took the CGI and played it the headline.
Feels like clickbait.
Yeah, I mean, just take out the sex scene. Like,
Don't. Please don't.
People like egregious sex scenes.
Please don't.
But people don't like egregious CGI sex scenes, I don't think. Never seen one.
Let's see one.
If you like egregious sex
Maybe
scenes,
it's
go
better.
watch Outlander.
Maybe it's better.
It's like every episode, it's like, oh, I guarantee this is the scene where they bang, and we just watch them bang for 5 minutes.
That's real. That's real life.
Adds nothing to the story. Just, all right, cool. Then they finish it, and then we're like, all right, back to the story. Back, yeah.
Content.
Outlander. They arrested these kids for breaking into the school, man. 6, 8, and 12. Now I'm guessing I'm hoping they didn't put them in cuffs. I'm hoping they just put him in the back of the cop car and scared him. I think that's fine. I think that's fair.
$50K in damages.
Well, yeah, I'm sure charge the parents and stuff, but like the kids, you can't arrest them. I think you can scare them a little. They're 8 years old.
Yeah, they're kids.
The pictures.
One's 12.
The pictures are brutal. Like they fucked that
Ooh,
place up.
pictures are tough.
It's paint all over.
Ugh.
Huge soccer ball. Looks like they had. Okay, that's funny. Their hands were red with paint, and there's this big soccer ball, and you can see their hand marks.
Red-handed.
And I got to tell you, those don't look like little kid hand marks. That looks like adults definitely did that.
Well, I think it's like a push,
Okay, so it slid a little?
Yeah.
That one on the bottom looks pretty.
Handprint slit.
I'm fine with they can't actually be arrested. They were released to their parents. I think they just did like the scare stuff, which I'm fine with. We had a little kid recently that called the cops as a prank. Little kid.
Sure.
And I know this happened when I was
Who's
little.
we?
My family.
Okay.
And it happened when I was a little kid as well. When I was in kindergarten, another classmate did it at school, called 911 from a payphone. So the cops showed up, and they were being really nice because the cops didn't want little kids to think of them as the enemy, right? So they were like, and I remember it was my dad or me said, no, you yell at them, like tell them that they can't call you and why,
right? And
scare them a little bit. Because they can't.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened when I was a kid. That happened. They scared the shit out of this 8-year-old kid. It scared me watching it that I was like, I'll never call 911 unless I need to.
Right.
Unless I really need to. And then, so I'm fine with this, putting them in the car. I don't think they
need to learn a lesson.
Yeah.
I have kind of a fantasy of these being the same kids that got bit by the spider on purpose. Oh.
Spider kids became the pink kids.
We have an update on Spider
They're
Kids?
just off the leash. Hopefully they're helping save the world.
Yeah, I'm great.
They're tighter than ever.
And then an Ohio lawmaker just said something blatantly racist and dumb, and it's
dumb.
How did that guy get voted in?
Dumb.
How does he exist still? Scary.
Dumb.
Bet of the day, it's the bet of the day. Bet of the day, bet of the day.
Bet of the day! Bet of the day. It is the bet of the day. Jakey is the Bundesliga bandit running away with money every weekend. He's 5-2 or 5-1. We don't remember. We haven't checked, but he's doing well, and we're all excited for him. He so far, this upcoming weekend, he has the over on a game between Mainz and someone else. And then he also has Berlin, Hertha Berlin, beating Eintracht Frankfurt. Now we got to throw another bet into the mix here, Jake.
The Bundesliga. Yeah, it was actually because golf is back, people. They're having a PGA tournament today. I thought about sneaking that in. The first bet this week in the Bundesliga was Hoffenheim and RB Leipzig. That was the over. And then you got Hertha Berlin over our most hated team, Eintracht Frankfurt. They're so done. Jimmy, it's Thursday.
Sure is.
So you know what's coming.
Oh, wow.
VfL Wolfsburg. And they're playing Sport Club Freiburg.
Sport Club Freiburg, huh?
Sport Club Freiburg.
I got the morning show released. It's back up.
Huge.
Can't make any money, but they released it.
I've got VfL Wolfsburg winning. In regulation, so winning by goals. It's basically an even payout. VfL Wolfsburg to win. Sport Club Freiburg literally sucks. Maybe. Couldn't find him on a map. I bet I could.
Nah, you couldn't find him on a map.
Freiburg, Germany.
I mean, if you can find him on a map, that's impressive. Or you just, unless you search Freiburg, Germany.
Europe blows my mind. We can't do that today, though.
We already did the animal things.
Yeah.
So who are they playing? Freiburg? It's not how I would have spelled it. Freiburg, let's see. Dude, Freiburg, you know.
Ooh, it's in an interesting area. It's kind of where France meets Switzerland meets Germany.
Oh, badass. They're 2-2 in their last 4 games. It looks like their defense is pretty good, Jake. It's pretty good. Frankfurt fucked them up, but Eintracht was having themselves a week. So you're just taking them to beat Wolfsburg?
No, I'm taking Wolfsburg to win.
Yeah, because Freiburg sucks.
Yeah.
Wolfsburg, yeah, dude. So Wolfsburg lost to Eintracht, which was a huge upset.
Right.
And then they went on to beat Werder. And now...
Werder Bremen.
Yeah, okay. Freiburg, huh? It's a bad name. Look at this. We got, I'm trying to find their keeper. Alexander Schwalau.
Ooh.
Schwolo. Alexander, how would you pronounce that name? Schwowlow? Schwowlo?
Schwallow. I like that.
It's kind of fun. Schwowlo.
Great save by Schwallow. He swallows that one up.
That's good.
Thank you.
And he's good, man. I don't know that.
We don't know.
I want to take the under. What's the line there? Just tell me. Just appease my.
It's not the game.
I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be my.
that's not
It's
the
not gonna
game.
be my official, but just appease me. with
Over
it.
under is 2.5.
Yeah, I'd take the under there. It's gonna be a 1-0.
Doesn't matter.
It's gonna be a 1-0
Everyone
game.
erase that from your brain.
You know what? You're the king right now.
Jake is stupid, but he's smart.
Gotta go with you. I didn't have enough coffee today, man. I'm tired. The chat thinks I'm high.
Tell them bye.
Bye.
Thank
you. See you on Tuesday. Have a good weekend. Much love, peace, and happiness.